So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at...
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. At the 21-yard line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 13-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here we go. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Runs over him, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here we go. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mayfield to throw it. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11 now.
You. Lights 57, 57's right. Get in the right room. Hey, alert. Kill. Alert. Run. Show it up. Hurry. Done.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here you go.
Burrow on 3rd down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted.
Picked off at the 40.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 57. Mike 57.
Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. It's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
After the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Harris. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. calling the timeout here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Check.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris.
Oh, big hole left side.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Harris. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Burrow. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Toss play, it's Harris. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Najee Harris
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
McPherson on for the point after.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Harris. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Najee Harris
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but Kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mayfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check it back.
Alert! Point it right.
Mike 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Slam.
Mayfield on play action.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
75 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here we go with Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Touchdown Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
Here's Baker.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a